Hi, I'm back. Bill the Geek, Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, the place to go. Hey, born and raised USA. Okay, now we're going to talk about the latter groups in this project. The next group is kind of the fun group. I would call it the illustration board or the imagery group, whatever you want to call it. Hey, it's your group, you know. But imagine your students, at this point, I'm going to say for the first couple of months of the project, it's grueling bringing all these ideas together, let alone getting them written or typed out somewhere in some electronic storage situation, united as a whole. I mean, that is the total grueling part of the project. Now it's time to represent the characters in the story. So let's say in the story we have a theme, we have the four-sentence story summary, we have the beginning, middle, and the end, we have the whole story written out, but we have characters. Maybe we have 8 characters, we'll talk about that later, but if you have 8 characters, let's say we have 2 characters, you have Jimmy and Sammy. Okay, well, Jimmy looks a certain way, he's 4 foot tall, you know, weighs so much, has blue hair, you know, glasses, da-da-da-da. Well, we need to know what Jimmy looks like. Is he going to be a snapshot of a kindergartner? Is he going to be a hand-drawn individual? Well, okay, at Wilson, you have 600 kids in the school, and every classroom has to decide visually, what does Jimmy look like? And each kid has to come up with some portrayal, either with crayon on a paper, charcoal, watercolor, snapshot, hand-drawn, or a computer-drawn image, whatever. We mix it's all O's and ones. We're going to put it all together. So each kid in the school decides what is Jimmy going to look like and actually creates a representation of Jimmy. Okay, now again, all of these images, then the classroom, each classroom votes on which Jimmy is going to work for each of the 24 classrooms. Okay, so now we have 24 pictures that have been selected from 24 classrooms, which in this case goes to the illustration board, the media group. And these 24 students from 24 classrooms, kindergarten through 6th grade, they decide, they choose, well, are we going to do the snapshot of this person here, or are we going to take this image drawn in crayon, and is Jimmy going to look like that? And the illustration board makes these decisions. Oh, where does Jimmy live? I like this house. What about this house? I mean, all of these illustrations and all of this imagery comes from 600 or 100 students, or 12 if it's a library situation. I mean, and so the illustration board makes these visual decisions. Now that gets, I want to bring this up now. I did this project with a school in California, and the name of the school bypasses me. It was for, they took their project, they animated it in Flash, Adobe Flash Professional, and then they took it to DVD. Ooh, I'm dated. DVD to distribute. So what they did is, once they had their 8 characters established, and once they had images of their 8 characters, this was beautiful. They blew up all of the characters and made them life-size, and left those 8 characters out in the hallways around the school to kind of beef the project up, like, wow, it's really happening. Wow, it's really happening. So that's the function of the illustration board, and we'll move along to the technical side next.